Live at 5, it's Offer Review, and we're going to talk about some of the responses from the developers about the update that is going to be happening tomorrow, which is going to start some of the reconciliation process for the people that are affected in Australia and in those time zones with the 3,000 orbs instead of the 3,000 orb fragments. Breaking news, Decimal Jeff is not fired. They wanted to, but his ID says he's 60 feet tall, and security was afraid to pick him up in the office. Further, Jeff is paid every 150th of the month, and therefore the cheapest employee, so they want to keep him until his retirement in the year of 20,600. Jeff and his 3.3 children will be very happy about it, and will donate 50% of his paycheck to charity organizations and the remaining 70% to the community. Thanks, Jeff. Decimal Point Jeff petition to have Scopely change the valuable lessons counter to expensive mistakes for the rest of the month. Now, this was an official response, not an official response. This was a response from Cerebro to a post, which was a lot of concerns about going forward, what the QA is going to look in. It's a little bit lighthearted, but I'm going to talk about the severity of this issue after I read his response. When we cause technical issue like this, discussing how we mitigate repeat errors is always a part of the conversation. One of the things we've done is to order hand grip strengtheners to help us get our fat fingers into shape. A little bit of humor there. I can appreciate this guy having a sense of humor, but we'll talk about it a little bit more. But in all seriousness, we're our own harshest critics. The situation has spurred us to audit a few things in our process and hopefully prevent future errors. We're a team that shares in success and missteps, and for me, that's not going to be enough. This is an ongoing problem with this game, and this is not the first time. This is probably the 10th time this summer that something is a frivolous typo took place. So I just restarted my account right now, and I did it right at server reset, and there was an in-game notification for Domino being in the Blitz Orbs, but yet she wasn't. I had to restart it again. What if I just started opening 100 of them right there and I didn't get any? Weird stuff like that. You know what I mean? I don't know why that was. It was a minute late or what. But this right here, what happened with the 3,000 orbs instead of the orb fragments, is a big deal. So for me personally, I want to see something a little bit more than this. This is not enough for me at all, because this is an expensive game with an in-game economy that requires confidence that things like this are not going to happen going forward. And so for me, I'd like to know what policies have changed, what resources, what people reallocated for one departments, what QA they're going to do, who they've hired, like an interview, some sort of an interview from the person that's in charge of QA. I want to know what the process is. This is not enough. Not even close to enough. All right, let's go to offer review. We got both accounts loaded up. And Emma's in the Elite store, but people are saying that they've got it there, but you might have to refresh that. Domino is in the 10% drop in the Blitz Orb, and the Wakanda events were canceled, and we were issued out rewards in place. Most people are okay with that from what I could see. Anyways, Advanced Basic Catalyst offer. I bought this yesterday. 10 cents per ABC is the best price that they've offered it. And so this is a buy. I've already bought one. I'm not going to buy both, but this is a buy. I do like it. Next, we got the Training Orbs. This is the best price that I've seen. Training Orbs for sale. I don't need Training Orbs, so I'm not going to buy this. Let's move on. One of many Orb Bundle. This is the Swarm campaign orb. The ones that has Swarm on the outer edges and a random character in the middle. On average, these orbs drop 5.4 Swarm shards. However, my suggestion is to refresh the campaign energy. Do that 4 times at 50 cores each, or a total of 200 cores. And I've been getting not quite 3,000 fragments by doing that. And 200 cores is much more reasonable than what you get right here. So not a great deal. Let's move on. The X Leader offer. Now, Cyclops was recently added to the Raid store. So this is not, he's no longer a super unavailable exclusive characters at that point. Raid store is kind of a slow farm. It's random. He has to show up, but he's available in the raid store now. He's been there intermittently for me, but I think I've at least picked up 20 shards of Cyclops since Friday. Let's move on. Inhuman Orbs. Save on 6 Inhuman Orbs and strengthen up your Inhuman team. Ebony Maw coming on Monday, which requires Black Bolt and 4 Inhumans. I imagine there's a lot of people trying to get Karnak and Yo-Yo up and running. This particular orb also has Ms. Marvel and Quake. So do what you got to do. I think Black Bolt's I think Ebony Maw is kind of a big deal. If you have Black Bolt already, maybe you want to do this to get Ebony Maw. Ebony Maw at 5 stars is quite useful at Ebony Maw. And we were talking about this a little bit today. He's not really red star dependent. Of course, he's kind of like Minerva. Being in that, yes, it's nice to have high red stars on him because he's more survivable, things like that, of course. But he doesn't really need a lot of red stars on Ebony Maw to be like a functional character, because he's what we call a kit-based character. So yes, he does benefit in some ways, but not as much as a stat-based character. A stat-based character, for example, would be Black Bolt. Just does a lot of damage, right? And that's the kind of character that people usually think about when they want red stars. And if we're talking about the Black Order team, typically the ones that people are wanting to have the highest amount of red stars would be Cull and Thanos. But it's nice to have red stars, Ebony Maw, but I don't think I would spend a lot of promotion credits on Ebony Maw myself. Anyways, let's move on. Buzz Orbs. So these are not like the orbs that we talked about above. These are the ones that average 8 per orb, minimum of 6. They do give up to 180. Frankly, I'm just not a fan of Swarm. I'm a way bigger fan of Baron Zemo. I think he's going to be a really good character. And then Electro is in the works. I imagine we're going to get Electro here in the next 4 or 5 days or so. And then, of course, Doc Ock. I'm expecting to start 2 weeks after Ebony Maw. Ebony Maw is on Monday. 2 weeks after that would be the earliest I would expect the Doc Ock, a legendary event. Let's move on. Amazing Power Core Bundle. I'm personally not needing the synergy right now or training materials. And this would be a better deal for me if it came with 375 orbs for the $5, because then it would be a push and then you get that stuff for free. So if you need those other materials, I guess that's fine. I wish that if they're going to ever intermix cores with items, they give you the correct amount of cores and then you just get free stuff. I think those would sell a lot better. Special Orb Draft, 1 gold orb at best is worth $2. Training orbs at best $1 a piece. Premium orbs at best $1 a piece. So we got $2, $2, $3. It doesn't really add up to me. Let's move on. Legacy 1. This is kind of a standard offer. A lot of people feel that these characters in this Legacy Orb should be removed from Premium Orbs. $3 for 5 orbs is good if you're a brand new player. Plus, these orbs also come with purple gear and gold. Anyways, let's move on. Orange Gear War Orb Bundle. Trash. Not a fan of this, especially now that 5 of the 15 mini unique pieces, superior mini unique pieces are farmable. Not so much a fan of this orb at all. Plus, it's only 3 orbs. Anyways, let's move on. Gold Orb Bundle. Pretty much this is trash. My goodness. I don't know when they think that we're ever going to want to buy a Blitz Orb. Oh, good. I mean, at best, this is worth $2, and that's worth maybe 40 cents. $2.50 does not add up to $5. Let's move on. That's trash. Orb Draft. Premium Orb at best is worth $1. Gold Orb is worth at best $2. Ability Orbs, I have no valuation on that. It doesn't even come with a high number of T3s. This is kind of a disappointing orb. 14 basic orbs sure is worth $1. I'm not going to buy this because I'm afraid that I might get the ability orb. Let's move on. Limited time sale. This is not a good deal. Not even close to worth $30. At best, these are worth $2 a piece. So it's $12, $4.50 adds up to $16. Nowhere near $30. Let's move on. Not a good deal. Ultimate 7 Raid Health Pack. Boy, I'm going to be buying this. Oh boy, I botched some attacks earlier today. And you know what? It seems to me that Black Panther got me 2 nodes in a row. Do you think maybe there's a Black Panther boost? AI Black Panther boost at minimum. Just saying. I love Black Panther. Let's move on. I love Black Panther. Exclusive training offer. This is not a good deal. The offer up above for the valuable lessons promotion was much better than this. War Consumable Bundle. I will be buying this tonight for my Alliance War. Granted, we have a competitive fair matchup. And the reason for that is that competitive wars, some of them in the hyper guilds, are a function of who can finish the fastest. Our last war was won by 5 minutes and pretty much was a function of which guild bought the most of these. I also refer to this a pack of shame. If you're playing poorly, you feel guilted into buying this, and the reason why you're buying this for $10 is for this currency right there to get ahead. This is useful for not Nobu and not blue gear, but those some very, very valuable war store currency where you can buy amazing characters like Sif, which is a part of the Asgardian team to help you get Black Bolt or Mr. Sinister and or Carnage, and then this is just kind of bonus. So you buy for this. That's the spit, and that's the lube, and that's the spit. Anyways, let's move on. Demonetized. Let's go. Not a fan of these. Let's just move past all of this. I don't think we have anything else here. Let's go to my free-to-play account and see what other offers we have there. There's going to be a lot of offers in here that are not on my main account because I have these characters maxed out. I think this is fantastic. I'm pretty happy with the Avengers rework. I think they are a great beginner team and relatively easy to get. And I'm a fan of them now. They're not terrible. They're not great, but they're not terrible. I'm glad that we got a rework. Who knows where Black Widow's going to end up at the end of the day. Maybe when the movie comes out, she'll be moved out with Red Guardian or something like that, because I know we've got data mine character files on Red Guardian. Anyways, this is reasonable. There's probably a lot of these offers. I'm just going to say, yeah, that's great. Where are we going to go? Let's see. Okay. Tempest Queen offer. Not a fan of this. I think you should just get her under normal means. Just farm her. Unless you already have Phoenix unlocked and you really want to get her to work. But there's a lot of options. I actually think if you have access to Beast, when they make Beast farmable, I think he's going to be a higher priority than either Storm or Psylocke. Anyways, Lady Luck offer. Okay, so no word on where X23, and I'm kind of getting annoyed with this because where is X23? Let's say that the Doc Ock legendary event is 2 weeks, two and a half weeks away. Where is X23? Is X23 ultimately going to be the biggest bottleneck for getting Doc Ock? If you're short on Domino to getting her to at least 5 stars, I would highly recommend getting this. This is a great value just for helping out in getting that Doc Ock, because her being in the Blitz Orbs with a 10% drop rate is going to be an inconvenience to some people. Even if you have like 100 orbs, you know what? You're going to get 50 shards with those 10 orbs on average. Anyways, let's move on. That's a great deal. I think it's fantastic. That was a gift. We talked about that already. Let's see if we've got any other offers in here that weren't already mentioned on the main account. So far, all of these here we've talked about. I don't see anything that is special to a new account or anything in here that would be showing up. All right, we do this every day on Twitch live at 5, which is at server reset. That is when the new packs come out. That's when the new offers. That's when the new blitzes start. And that's when your alliance donations reset. All right, guys, thanks for watching and keep on gaming.